Frail Fragment is a music podcast, but we talk about movies, entertainment, sports, whatever's on our mind, open stream of consciousness, in awareness, and making it a little comical on the side.
Frail Fragments, Monster Closet.
Hello?
Hey, Davey.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. Just relaxed on my day off, thank God, because it's raining and I work outside, so.
Yeah, it's a rainy.
How you doing?
Good, man. Rainy day today. I'm gonna just give a quick little intro and then we'll start the show. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right, it's Thursday, April 11th, 2024, the Monster Closet, episode 47. It all started here with my mentor, Sensei, Davey Wavey, from the Red Pill Cartel Podcast, David Butts. Thanks so much for being here. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I had my sciatic acted up for the first time in 5 years a few weeks ago, and I had to take a couple weeks off work. But
no.
I got paid for it, and I was just chilling at home and gaming and podcasting and watching movies, so I enjoyed my time off.
Nice, man. Did you catch any good movies?
Man, I saw
Put you
quite
on
a
the spot,
few.
anyway.
I watched Black Adam. I was very hesitant to watch that because, DC movies, they're not all that great, but that was a banger, dude. I really enjoyed it. And it had one of my favorite comic book characters ever in it, which was Dr. Fate. And he was played by Pierce Brosnan. And yeah, that was awesome. It was a great movie.
Cool. Nice.
Watched a bunch of other ones too, man. Can't even remember now. Everything's a blur.
Yeah, no, same, bro. But Black Adam's, I'll try to remember that. Like, I see it every now and again pop up, but hopefully I can remember and check that out, man.
Yeah, it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's kind of like Shazam, right? He was like an ancient slave or whatever that took over. He fought the king, which was an evil king, and then he got buried for like another 2,000 years or something like that, and he got on
Something tells me I watched that shit. Something tells me I've seen that before. I don't know.
Like I said, everything's a blur, man.
that seems oddly familiar. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere down the line. How old is it? Like a couple of years old?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I checked it out like down a few years back. But anyhow, let's change gears. What's your favorite? But not. What are you, a sativa guy or an indica guy, or do you smoke at all? Okay.
I actually don't smoke. I actually dropped the THC oil tincture.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. I don't have to smoke anything, and it just takes like an hour and a half to kick in. And then you're good for like 3 hours, man. And the best thing about it is that edibles are like a crapshoot. It's like playing Russian roulette. You take one, and then you're like, oh, I'm not feeling anything. And then you take another one, you're like, call 911.
Especially if you're drinking, and like the next day for me is like I have no energy, I'm tired. Yeah. It's just like, fuck this shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. The best thing about the tincture is that you can experiment with how little or how more you want to take. And the best thing about it is that if you find the exact amount, it's like perfect every time.
Dude,
You know?
that's not the syringe that you put in your mouth and you kind of
Yep. You
give
drop it
yourself
under the tongue, leave it under
So,
the
bro.
tongue for about a minute, and then swallow it.
Yeah, I got a story for you there. Like, my buddy who works for, like, fucking, I don't know, some construction company, Ellis Don, has amazing benefits, like, with THC, and he's like, yo, like, I can get all this shit. So he got a bunch of, like, government, that stuff, right, that you're talking about. He gave me, and he's like, yo, just be careful with this, because I fucking owed, like, I felt like I needed to go to the hospital on this. I'm like, it's pure, like, me as Cheech from Cheech and Chong, like, I could smoke any shit, man. Like, I take the stuff and I just start. He's like, just take drops. I took a little, like, swig of it, and then, like, because the drops weren't, like, working or something, and then, like, I took it around 8 p.m. Around 9 p.m. I was, like, already way too high. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed. My wife's like, this guy's all fucked up, and I felt like my bed was, like, flipping upside down, and I went into the washroom and I puked. And I was so fucked. It felt like I was hammered, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? And that was, like, and I got kind of traumatized from that shit, right? Then I did, like, a couple of things, and I just didn't, it was just too overwhelming. It had too much of an overwhelming feeling for me. I don't know, like, that stuff is fucking intense, bro.
Yeah, so the next time you take a lot less.
Like 5 milliliters? Yeah.
Dude, you know this, okay, the syringe has, like, notches on it, right?
Yeah.
I take like a notch and a half or or 2 notches if I want to get a little bit more high, right? But it's perfect every time. Like, I never get too fucked up.
Nice. No, that's the healthiest way to do it too, because I mean, it's kind of, that's the cleanest shit that you can do to get high, basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I vape. I don't really smoke weed at all. I vape, but I mean, I'm vaping shatter or whatever it is, and I don't know. They could be spraying it with fucking dog shit for all I know. You know what I mean? But I'm going to a government place to get it regardless, but who knows, right? Like, the government sell fucking booze, they're corrupt as motherfuckers, right? So who knows?
Yeah, they're probably putting
who knows what you're
poison in it.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows, man? But I'm glad you got a couple of weeks off. I hurt my fucking back, man. My daughter jumped. She's 7 now, so she, like, we're wrestling, and she just, like, and I was ready for her to jump, and she jumped on me, and it just didn't feel right, dude. And then my son jumped on me. He's 4, and I was just like, okay, like, I that was on last Saturday, and then Sunday I knew I was in trouble, and then Monday I was fucked, Tuesday I was fucked, yesterday I was fucked, and I'm kind of on the mend now. I'm, like, not really exercising, just taking it easy, but yeah, I know how it is, man, to have an injury, and at our age, man, it takes a long time to recover, bro. That's the problem,
dude. It's just, with me, like, even if I get, like, a small cut, it takes way longer to heal now that I'm older, man.
I know.
It's crazy.
Scary, bro. And it's scary to get old. Like, my grandparents, my Nona just broke her hip, and, like, I mean, you see it. I saw it with my dad too, and he had to go in the hospital. I mean, yeah, it's great we have free healthcare, and that's awesome, but I mean, it's scary. You might not get the right nurse or the right doctor, and your ass is fucking dead. No one really gives a fuck, man.
That's a problem with me, too. Like, I don't trust a lot of doctors, man. Because I went through some shit when I was, like, mid-20s where I thought I was dying of, like, bowel cancer. Because I went to the doctor 5 times, and he just kept saying it was this, that, and the other thing. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I was tripping on shrooms with my brother, 2 of my brothers. And I was like, oh, I gotta take a dump, right? So I went up to the washroom, and it was like nothing but blood, man. And I was tripping on shrooms, so I was like fucking freaking out, right? Like, full out panic attack. I'm like, okay, settle down. And it was at that point that I went back to the doctor and demanded I go to a specialist, and then I get scoped, and I got diagnosed with mild to moderate Crohn's disease, and that was like a long time ago now, like 2009, 2008.
So what's Crohn's disease? What is that? Because my aunt has that. What is, you can't
It's
eat a lot
it's
of
an
shit? Oh.
autoimmune disorder, just like diabetes or whatever. Like it's something to do with your immune system, like attacking itself. So
Yeah.
what Crohn's does is it causes inflammation from like the throat down to the anus, but only
Right.
like usually if there's like particular spots that are more troublesome. So
Mhm.
it's like for me, I was getting like the shits all the time, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what I eat, right? But then once I got
Yeah.
diagnosed and medicated, it was like it got a lot better. So
Nice. Oh fuck. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I hopefully I don't have anything like that either, man. Because I have problems with my shit. Like
it
shit
sucks,
goes right
man.
through me, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I've talked to a lot of younger guys, like where I work and shit, and they're all having bowel issues, man.
fuck.
It's crazy. It's all the shit that we eat, everything. Vaccinations from when we were a child, you
Yeah.
know, that fucks your immune system up, dude. If you take too much antibiotics, you're gonna fuck up your immune system as well. So there's a lot of stuff that they do to us that screws us over, man.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. Just trying to get through life, you know.
That's it. Just take it in stride and, you know, try to do the best you can and try to be happy and get that dopamine going, you know?
Are you back at work now?
Oh, yeah. I was back on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it being back at work? Or is it?
Actually, it feels a lot better. Like, actually, because during my time off, I wasn't doing shit. I was just sitting around, right?
Not
So
really
it's nice to get out
socializing
there
and stuff.
and walk around again, and yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, it feels good to be out. And, yeah.
It
What were you
also
saying?
feels good to fucking sit around and do nothing.
I know.
But yeah,
I need more days like that. Fuck.
doing podcasting, and I actually got the son of Nicolas Cage on, Weston Cage.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations, dude.
that was wild, dude. I was like, because he was on another friend of mine's podcast, and I was like, this is awesome. So I reached out to Weston, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, sweet. And yeah, we got to go. And the guy's done a lot of movies, like lower budget movies, right? And he's doing. He's also a musician, so he's been in he was like in a black metal band when he was younger, and now he's doing kind of like more accessible hard rock. So yeah, the guy's just awesome, man. He's totally down to earth.
Where does he live?
He's in Vegas.
Right on.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I think he's like 34.
Okay, cool, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
And now that I got him on the podcast, we like DM each other all the time now, saying, "Hey, what's up?" You know, it's cool.
Have you posted that episode?
Yeah, it's up. Yep, it was my latest one. It's episode 150.
That's you're at 150. How long have you been podcasting for?
November. I think I started in August of 2021.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so a couple years now.
And I got a question for you. So as I was going, when I was starting off, it's had like that, you know, the monetizing tab, and you could click on it, and they would have like the clock or the grid that you have to get to 100, you know, in 60 days or whatever it is, right? But now that clock is gone when I go to monetize, and it says monetizing is no longer available in your area.
It's not for Spotify. It's never been available in Canada.
Oh, so you're not monetizing your podcast through Spotify?
I have it monetized. Like I go through Spreaker as well, and that monetizes it because it puts ads in it like automatically. Yeah. And then for every ad that gets played, you get dinged. The money comes in, but it's not very much, dude.
No, I know.
I'm looking for like sponsors and shit because that'll bring in more money too.
Okay. Okay. So that's like my next kind of. Well, I'm just kind of thinking about that, right? Like, how do you get sponsors for your Spotify podcast, right?
I think you got to reach out to certain companies that put ads in podcasts, Like you got like Manscaped and marijuana companies, all that shit. They have like, you can reach out to them and email them and say, "Can you sponsor me?" And then you'll have to do like read out an ad in your show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's a little side hustle, but I do it more for the passion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like connecting with cool people, like you and fucking Star Beast and all these other crazy conspiracy theorists, and it's pretty wild, dude. I love it.
Yeah, man. Like for me, with the like interviewing bands, what I found is it's kind of a relationship that was born from this podcast, where now these shows are more intimate because I've had like conversations with these guys now.
For sure, dude. For sure.
So it's like a lot more about the bands that you're playing shows with, and it's a cool like extra add, like a branch, to something, I don't know, bigger and better. Like it's evolving. These shows are evolving into like more personal experiences, I think, for me anyway, and that's what the Monster Closet has done. Yeah. Absolutely.
And for me, as a fan of music and entertainment and stuff like that, being a content creator allows me to connect with people because they're more willing to have a conversation with me because I'm a content creator, right? So it's awesome.
That's right, exactly. And what another cool thing I was thinking about is like the Android meme, where kind of like I met you through the Android meme, and that's cool. And now we're playing, and the guest we did yesterday, Taylor North. I don't know if you know Dr. T, but he did an interview with the Android meme at the Bovine show that you were at, and he came and he like filmed that show for the Android meme, and he was on my show yesterday, and I met him through the Android meme. And he did a really cool interview with us when we were doing like a video shoot, and he's good at what he does too. And it's like, it's kind of cool that I've met.
I did get to meet Dr. T there at that show that night.
Nice. Well, you should have him on your podcast. He's an interesting guy. Like he dips his foot in a lot of different ponds. Yeah. And he has like this kind of, I would say, like a wizardy sensibility to him, like a wizard. I don't know. He just has, he's very mysterious, I guess. I don't know. But he's good at what he does, and he's a really good editor and promoter. So, I mean,
that's awesome. He's a cool guest. I looked at his stuff on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's cool. He just did like a review of the prequel to The Omen, and I was like, he gave it like a 5 out of 10. I said, yeah, I didn't really have any hope for this one because I don't know, like the remake was kind of shitty, but like the first 3 of them were pretty cool, like back in the 70s.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I commented on that, and we had a little back and forth there. But yeah, I should get him on for sure because he's into a lot of stuff I'm into. So.
For sure. And another guy you should reach out to is Kirk Reed from the Reed Effect, man. Like I just had a fucking amazing interview with that guy, and he's an open book. So I mean, Kirk Reed from the Reed Effect, and he's going to be playing. The Reed Effect's going to be playing our next Horseshoe gig, Saturday, May 4th, Star Wars Day, my birthday. Nice. We're having a celebration there at the Horseshoe. The Android meme's opening up that show, and then Frail Fragment, and then the Reed Effect with Kirk Reed, who is a great guest, and then Star Beast are going to close out that show. Awesome. And Taylor North will be there, so come out if you're off, man. It'd be nice to see you for my birthday.
What day of the week is it on?
Saturday night, man.
Oh, it's a Saturday. Okay.
Saturday, my birthday. Fucking, if you can, we'll discuss like, I'll put you even on the guest list, man. Just come right in.
Awesome.
And
sure, dude.
yeah,
What are your
come celebrate my birthday? What?
Yeah, dude. What are your thoughts about the whole April 8th eclipse thing? Did you coming up to it, were you like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Or were you just like, it's gonna be just another eclipse?
No, I was just kind of like, it's gonna be another eclipse.
Yeah.
I never, I was working, right? So it was kind of crazy that, the whole sky went black and then then everything was back to normal. It's really cool, man. But I mean,
there's all kinds of conspiracy related shit going on with that right now too. Like the fact that it might look okay. Remember how it was cloudy?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was cloudy, and then right after the clouds were gone, and it was like a beautiful sunny day. It was like, what the fuck, right? So there's multiple videos out there where people were filming the eclipse, and then they look over to the left and they see the moon. And they're like,
oh wow,
what the hell, right? And there's other videos of people seeing like UFOs and like entities and shit. And they were saying like CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, was fired up that day, and it wasn't the moon that crossed over the sun. It was actually another planet called Nibiru. Right. And CERN was opening portals through the eclipse.
That's some wild fucking shit, dude. So awesome. This is some things to think about, people, because this is what's going on in people's minds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I went home because my fucking kids were at home and I had to make dinner or do whatever. I had so much shit going on that I wasn't thinking about Bolivia or whatever these guys were thinking about, but I mean, it's pretty cool to think about how, and this is, I was talking to a Pakistani friend of mine. He was like saying that, well, and I heard about like, in Celtic times, they would do, I don't know what you call them, seances or whatever during the fucking lunar eclipse, and it would mean something or whatever it is, right? And you have like these special things that would happen, and in his Bible, his Quran, it says, like this day is like a day where like black magic and evil is involved, and you have to say this special prayer and all this stuff, right? But I mean, so there's a lot of things tied around these days, especially like even you go back to Mayan and Inca culture in like Central and South Americas, and they
like look at the eclipse. Okay, let's sacrifice kids.
Yeah, exactly. So right? I mean, it's but I mean, then you could I don't know, but it was a crazy thing to experience. I wish the skies were more clear. I didn't have fucking glasses, and I saw tons of people looking up in the sky without glasses. Whatever, I don't know if that's gonna destroy. And I did too, but I didn't see shit. I just saw a bunch of clouds, right? So.
See, here's the whole conspiracy thing around it too. Adding on to what I just said. The chemtrails came in heavy that morning, and it caused the clouds because they didn't want us to see that it wasn't the moon making the eclipse, but other people that didn't have clouds in their area saw the moon to the left of the eclipse. So it's like, how is there an eclipse when the moon is over there? What the fuck is covering the sun, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everything's connected. Everything's a conspiracy, but take everything with a grain of salt because you never know if it's all bullshit or not.
and then you can kind of look at a cool like literal meaning. Like when everyone's looking up, the bad people are doing things, on the ground.
Well, right? That's what they say. They always say they use magic, right? So they'll distract you with one thing while they're doing something else.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love all that shit, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure, and it's too bad Ace isn't here today. It's like the one day he's not fucking here.
Yeah, he loves.
He's all into conspiracy. Right? Yeah, he does. But I mean, this isn't the last time we're gonna speak to each other. I appreciate your time, man. I like to keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. So
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
this was
I'm always down to come on, man. Like, I love talking to you guys, and yeah, you guys are super friendly, down to earth. So that's what I'm all about too, man. Like, all my guests that I have on, they're all cool. You know, I've never had anybody that came on that was like a dick, but some of them are like way out there, man. Like, one guy I had on, I had somebody reach out to me saying, I know that person in real life. Like, he actually lives down the street from me, and he's literally insane. Like, he's in and out of the hospital. He's literally, he's clinically insane. Yeah.
Was he interesting?
Like, okay, that's why he's so fucked up.
Was he interesting at least?
Oh yeah, he had a lot to say about. I think I might have talked to you about it before. Like, he was into like reverse speech.
Oh wow, okay.
Like he gets messages from playing shit backwards, and he says he hears entities speaking to him and shit.
That's fucked up, bro. I've heard that. I've seen that in horror movies before.
Yeah. You ever see Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat? I don't know.
Yeah. It was, I think it was 86 it came out, or 85 or 86. And actually, Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne were in it briefly. They had bit parts. Gene Simmons gave the record to this, because he was the DJ in the movie, and he gave the record to this kid, and he said, you know, the guy, because it was his favorite rock star, he's like, this is his last record. And he said when he recorded it, he committed suicide by doing a ritual in a pentagram and killed himself, right? So when the guy puts the record on, he's listening to it, whatever. And then at nighttime, all of a sudden it started playing backwards by itself. Yeah. And then the undead rock star came out of his speakers and kind of became like a genie for the kid, because he was getting picked on and bullied. So he said, I'll do whatever, I'll protect you, right? So he ended up killing like every fucking bully that picked on him. Right?
Wow.
It was actually when I was a kid and I saw that movie, I grew up in the 80s, right? So I was scared to go near my record player after I watched that movie, dude.
Oh fuck, I wouldn't blame you, bro.
It was crazy.
Yeah, fucking Gene Simmons with a fucking coyote on his head popping out of the fucking speaker gonna fucking take you out, bro. But Davey Wavey, thank you for coming. The Red Pill Cartel Podcast. This is episode 47 of the Monster Closet, Thursday, April 11th, 2024. I hope I see you at my birthday. I have faith that you're gonna be there, so I'm not gonna say hope. I have a faith that you're gonna come, and I'm gonna be able to, cheers you, and I'll see you on May 4th, brother.
Sounds good, man. I'll look forward to it.
Peace.
All right, brother. Later.
Later.
Frail Fragments, Monster Closet.